Hello everyone, it's John here from the Plant Guy. I thought I'd just do a YouTube video. I haven't done one for quite a while, probably a couple of years now. Um, but there's been quite a bit going on in terms of some new developments in our store and some new products that we're offering up over the next 6 months. So I thought I would start utilizing YouTube a little bit more to explain some of that stuff because it's changing quite quickly, and this would just be sort of an easier way to do it. So the biggest thing that we've been doing quite a bit over the last 6 months is a lot of tissue culture plants that we develop ourselves here in our store. So for those that aren't aware of what tissue culture plants are, these are plants that are grown under sterile conditions in a special type of media that promotes fast growth. So basically any of the plants or flowers that you see in nurseries, at Home Depot or whatever, those are all all sort of started off in tissue culture to promote quick multiplication, and then they're sort of grown out in whatever media they need to be for that particular plant. So that's kind of what it is. So they don't have any sort of algae or snails or whatever that come along with them. They're very sterile. In most cases they're already adapted to aquarium conditions, so they're grown basically in sort of submerged form already, which is a big advantage. And then another advantage is you get a lot of plants in a container compared to what you would normally get in a normal sort of plant. So lots of advantages to these types of plants. So we've been developing, I don't know how many we've got on the go right now, probably around 20 different species that we've been working on over time, and probably in the springtime things generally slow down over the winter, but over the spring we'll probably be fully stocked in a number of different varieties and options as well that I'll show you right now. Right now we have basically sort of three sizes or four sizes of sort of containers that we're sort of playing around with and experimenting with, based on the type of plant, and so that'll give people a lot of options when they're looking to purchase plants. So we've got sort of three of our main sort of container sizes are the very, very small ones. So these would be the 2-ounce containers. This one here is a large duckweed. It's a large duckweed form. We're basically going to be offering 3 or 4 different floating type plants, and so any of the smaller type of plants will be used in these smaller containers. So something like duckweed, salvinia. Here is dwarf baby tears. These will be utilized in these sort of smaller containers, and the area and the way to sort of calculate to know how much plant you're getting is basically the area of this container. And so the area of these small ones is 2.46 inches. So the next size up, and this is probably where the majority of the plants will fall in, is this is sort of a normal tissue culture size container, I guess. These are the 4-ounce containers, and this is a pot of aerial column that we have going right now. So the size of this one is 3 inch squared. So it's not really that much different than the smaller ones, but it's a lot higher. So for certain stem plants or these ones, we'll be using these ones, but and these smaller ones are just more beneficial because they don't take up as much space, and these plants aren't going to really grow high, so there's no point in using a big container like that. The third container, which is our biggest one, is well, there'll be a few of these ones, but they're basically 8-ounce 8 ounce and 16 ounce. So I've only got the 8 ounce ones on display now because I don't have anything growing in the 16 ounce ones, but the 16 ounce ones are basically just taller. So they would be used for stem plants and that sort of thing. So here again, here's the 8 ounce one with the giant duckweed in it. So you can see, you can sort of see the difference in how much, how much more plants there are in these bigger ones. And these bigger ones, so the small one was 2.46 inch squared, or 6 inch area of the circle, and this one is 9.86. So we have a lot of this giant duckweed, which is a good. This is a good floating plant. It's a lot more manageable, easier to contain than your regular duckweed. And so here's a similar one for dwarf hairgrass that we have going. So when you think about it, right, these really small ones, or even this one for that matter, the area of that one is 3-4 inches, and these ones are 9, almost 10, right? So they're over 3 times. You're getting 3 times as much plants in these larger containers than you are in the smaller containers. Here's another one that we're using. We're probably going to move this one into a 16 ounce container. This is Gratiola. This is a pretty easy. This is a pretty simple plant, but it's probably could use a little bit more height. So we'll probably start putting these in a 16 ounce containers. And then the last one I want to talk about is something we've been playing around with a little bit, is these bags. So these would be I've only played around with this one with the dwarf hairgrass. So these would probably be the cheapest option for this plant, just because the container itself, the bag, is very inexpensive, and we can sort of store a lot of these in a spot without taking up a lot of space. So these will be on sale soon, I think, once we get a bit more stock, and we'll look at maybe adding a few more other plants into those bags as well to see how it goes. But that's basically it. Stay tuned to the to my YouTube channel. I hope to have more updates on plants. Also check out, you've probably seen on my website, Ofish Space has been doing a lot of great videos, and he'll continue doing some more professional product videos for me. I'm just going to be sort of doing sort of one-offs, off the cuff kind of videos, but he's been doing some really good product videos that have helped us out, and so make sure to check out his Instagram channel as well. That's it for now.